Are you kidding me, dude? I still didn't change it. All right, boom. There it is. It's back. Oh, there's so much to remember when you're doing this. This is like, all right, we're back, guys. We're back. Stream is back on. All right, cool. So I'm gonna jump into the file I was working on yesterday for like a brief moment before I had to go to bed. Nope, not that one. This one here. All right, so just to bring you guys up to date on what's going on here, I had a, let's turn this on. I took a photo on my morning walk of this little shed here in Japan, and I basically just kind of photo bashed it into a 3D something, and I'm just building a scene off of that. Kind of just, this is what I've got going so far. Get rid of some of this text here. This is what I've kind of got going so far, and I just added in a whole bunch of this stuff here on the ground using scatter, Octane scatter here. There is also a environment that I have some fog, which I don't have it turned on right now. Let's go to the different layout. So here's the image that I took, and this is a little building that I've kind of hooked up. So actually what I want, ooh, dang it, the camera's active. Man, I hate that. Like, I wish there was like some like red bar around here that knows whenever the camera is active like that. That might be an add-on I need to make. All right, so what I want to do is, let's dress this up a little bit. You know what I actually want to do? I'm going to go back to that Max Hayes setup a little bit and kind of put this in the viewport here, put that into the camera view, turn this off, and kind of just have it kind of like hanging out there, right? And turn that on. And then I can still even hide the header, right? Yep. Show header, hide header. There we go. Man, that totally messed up my angle that I liked. I had a better angle than that. Totally lost my angle that I had. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. All right, so that's what we kind of got going right now. So now what I want to do is I want to dress this scene up a little bit. I do want to add some more stuff to it. And I got two viewports here on the same thing. That doesn't make sense, right? So for now, let's just do that, okay? And this is pretty much the scene. You know what I do need? My let's add in a vending machine, because that is a thing here in Japan. We got vending machines everywhere. So let me quickly save. And let's go file. Let me look for my vending machine asset that I had here. Actually, you know what? I think I already have one that I gave to the public. I gave you guys to the public. Let's go down to profile. I'll turn this other camera off. We don't need it. Cancel this. And let's change this. Good. All right. So what we're going to do here, oh, where did my page go? There we go. Oh, it's a gotcha machines. I thought I did the vending machine. Nope, I didn't do the vending machine. Oh, okay. I thought I did the vending machine. That's the store images. Those are images. Okay. So let's go ahead and find that file that has my vending machines. And I think I know exactly where I can find it. Blender 2024, 2023 assets. 2023 assets, daily renders. Man, where the heck is that folder at, dude? All right, let's just do this. Let's go to this folder and then let's back up in here. 2023. There it is. 2023. Hang on, back up. 2023. Oh, Japanese street sign assets. Let's open this up really quick. I see cycles materials. One of these materials are missing. Okay, so that's not what we're looking for. I do have a couple of photos that I think I can already use to make some signs. I think I might just make some signs and try to look for my 2023. Retro gaming console. No, what the heck is that? March. June. July. Man, I can't find it. All right, so we'll move on then. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know what that is. Let's go ahead and just actually crack open a new file. I'm just going to make some signs because I already have the images for these signs. I'm just going to make some signs. Photos. Yep. I'm going to make some signs. Let me grab a couple of photos that we're going to use for these signs. Photos. All right, this Coca-Cola sign is really cool. I think we're going to use this one right here. And let's just go ahead and, how do I download this? Open. Yep, let's take this image here and save a copy, save as, and save as in the stream folder. Stream Coca-Cola. All right, now what I want to do is kind of straighten it out a little bit just to help us out with the making of the sign. All right. So first thing first, let's just kind of make a copy of this. Take that here. Then what I want to do is let's crop it a little bit because we don't need all this extra dead space. Something like that. Something like that. And that. And that. All right. Then we come in here to, where is it? Perspective. Right here, warp. Perspective warp. Was it perspective warp? No, not it. Or is it perspective warp? Warp. Perspective. That's it. Nice. All right. That's nice. That sets us up good. All right, let's export this out. Save copy. JPEG image is high. Let's keep it a PNG if we can. PNG 24. Save stream. Yep, stream Coca-Cola. All right, nice. Let's go ahead and close that. Then let's go ahead and just drag that into the system so we don't have to deal with that. I'm actually just going to go right here to image editor, open image, Blender, stream, Coca-Cola, PNG. All right, nice. There it is. We have that. All right, to look at this here, this is going to be a good basic modeling exercise for me. So we've got the box itself with the frame, and then this extrudes out, and it's divided by this, and this extrudes out. There is a slight bevel on these corners. I don't think we have to get that detailed. Then there's this little latch here, and then there's this base here that is connecting to. So we can get a box. Let's get going here. Let's get a box, cube. Let's go scale on the Y, something like that. Scale this whole thing down kind of more like that. scale on the X, kind of something like that. All right, and that's looking pretty good as far as reference goes. All right, now let's just throw this image on here, right? Let's just throw this image right onto it right now. Object, new, let's go Coca-Cola. And let's drop in an RGB image. Plug that into the diffuse albedo. And then we should have Coca-Cola already in there. There it is. Now, do I have Control T? Actually, I don't. T? I? Oh, you know what? I don't think I have that plug-in right now. Do I have my Octane tools? Oh, I don't. Because what I want to do is I want to be able to use material preview mode. And Octane does not technically have a material preview mode. But there is an add-on that I used to use that allows me to, it basically brings in a cycles material node, and then I'll set it to texture inside of here, and it will show the texture. So I'm gonna set that up because it just makes it easy. So I don't want to have to be in full render mode to render this, to work on this. Let's go ahead and do a cube projection on that. There we go. All right. So like now we go out, right? So I'm gonna show you this. Check this out. So if I jump into the community here really quickly, check this out. This is a really cool add-on. Unfortunately, the add-on is not, I don't even know if it's available anymore. It's an older add-on. I just archived it. And let's see, where is it at? Octane tools, 3ds. Oh man, don't tell me I don't have it anymore. Machine tools, nope, RGB, node wrangler, Octane, modular split, non-destructive camera flow, power save blender, AGX color space, oh my time, cycle wall generator, cablenator, trash asset, prevent tool, electric, auto cam, 3ds, 3D layer. Man, dude, are you kidding me? I did not save that in here. Hang on, I gotta have that. I know I have that. Octane tools. Let's go to my other folder here. Skool. Blender add-ons. Octane tools. Okay, I do. I just didn't put it in here. Okay. Let me put that in here really quickly. Add a page. Octane tools. And actually, no, I'm uploading right now because we're streaming, so we'll just save that. I'll do it after the stream because I don't want to bog up the stream. But here is Octane tools. Okay, and let's load that in. Install. Copy this link. Paste it in here. Octane tools. Install. Yes, Octane tools. Okay, cool. Installed. Oh, you know what? Let me save that just in case, because sometimes it didn't save. Save preferences, Octane tools. All right, now with the Octane tools in, check this out. If I click on this node and if I press I, boom, it makes this little material, this cycles material thing here. And now I'm in material preview mode, and boom, we've got the image there, which is really handy. So, and it also has a quick little setup here. If I go to Octane tools, where is it at? Materials, nodes, tools, node. Where the heck is it? Node Wrangler option. Oh, I don't know why we don't see it there. It should be there. But anyways, okay. So now let's go ahead and change this to the UV editor. Coca-Cola. Kind of get it really tight, and then we'll be able to tweak it. But I like to work efficiently as possible, so I'll try to get it as tight as possible so I don't have to really fight with it too much later. Alright, that looks good for now. Okay, now it just makes it easier to model off of this, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and throw in a loop cut here. Let's bring that down to like right in the middle of, you know what, I'm just gonna do it like this. We'll just do that one like that, and then we'll bring another loop cut, bring that down to there. We can adjust them more tighter later. So that'll be the middle bar. Then we got these ones here on the side. So let's just come in here, make a loop cut down the middle, drop it in, Control B, like that. And then we need one here for the bottom, for this frame right here, and then one for the top. All right. Now the fun begins. We know this section out here is extruded out, right? These sections here. So let's go to this and this. And these are extruded out. What happened to the camera there? Let's go ahead and extrude that. A little bit like that. And then what I'm going to do is also scale just ever so slightly. So GY, I think that might be too much. All right, sweet. And then for this side paneling here, let me grab another image. For this side paneling. Anything else we can use in this picture? You know what? We could just use this right here. Let's just use that. So I'm going to come over here. Grab that. Matter of fact, let's just do something like that. All right, that's working out nice. Then for this edge here, like this edge, let's see. Let's just kind of project it from right here and just do projection from view. And then what I'm going to do, actually, let's take this whole section here, this and this, and just do it. You project from view, rotate this 90, G, up, rotate 90, G, and let's put that right in here. Nice, yep, nice and grimy there on the sides. And then I use the bolts again here, right? I probably should have, that's fine. Well, that kind of looks wonky, right? We could do this. Slide this one up. And then come back to this bottom one here. Where is it? Yeah, this guy here, GY, bring him down for the bolts. So now we got the bolts right there. Kind of like that. Now let's do the same thing for this top guy here. Something like that. Cool. Just extra free detail, right? Bottom. Oh, what about the bottom here? Could we use that on the bottom? Let's try it. Kind of like get some free geometry there. Actually, I want to put the origin on the edge here. We're going to do this. Put the origin like right here. It's a bit easier to pivot it around. And what we're going to do is just line this up also with this. do I press? Control 7. There we go. It actually looks like it comes from the back, huh? Doesn't matter, we'll go to the side. Actually, I don't like that on that side there. I kind of like it better where it was at. Yeah, I think I like better, a little bit better over here. And then I have it upside down. Yeah, that looks way more cleaner. Like that. Let's do the same thing for this guy here. Oops. Actually, just a little bit. Bring this side down. Looks better a little bit more in down. Right. And when I'm doing that, I'm like watching it over here to see what the results are looking like. And like if I go back to before, like you can see like there's this little line here. So I'm just kind of dragging it down until it like blends in a little bit more. Kind of like something like that, right? And then I still need to fix this section here, right? Yeah, we gotta fix these guys here. Yeah, I'm just really watching over. I'm watching the results over here as I drag the UV, so I can just really kind of finesse it how I want it to be. Yeah, and this side is really looking now kind of weird because we did the other side so well. So, for example, yeah, these ones that I threw up here, now I'm going to take that back and bring that back over here because I was able to finesse it in there fairly well. First of all, I need to see if it's upside down. It's upside down. And I'm just kind of watching this edge here to see how good we can get it to blend in. I actually thought the render was in the left. LOL. Well done. Yeah, no, that's the photo. That's the photo that we're working off of. And that's the best thing about working with photos. Like, it's photogenic because your texture was a photo, right? And that side's not the best, but I think it's gonna work for what we're hang on. I think I might have some overlapping going on here. Yeah, see, this section is overlapping onto that section here. So let's take this. Yeah, totally off. And then, you know what? I think I got some specular issues going on. Hang on quickly here. Let's, specular is making things look a little bit wonky for me. Hang on. Material. Where are we at? Specular. Let me just kill the spec. Not. Yeah, it is kind of doing something right now. Let me bring the specular down. And then, of course, the roughness is cranked up, so that's also not helping. Plus, my HDRI, or my world lighting is really. Well, we'll play with it in some different lighting here in a minute shortly. Like, I'm going really hard on the detail. Like, really, depending on how this asset's going to be used, this could be good enough. But I just want to max it out. So if I ever want to use this asset for a close up or something that's more closer, like when I'm building assets, like I want to just do it right the first time. Right? Yeah, it could be just a faraway asset, but yeah, we also have it and we're working on it. Let's just go ahead and make it like a good, maybe medium close up asset, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. X-ray view, don't need that. And it's like we don't really have to model that much if we really go hard on really getting this materials to line up and sit well. That just less work we actually have to do later. Let's kind of get this corner here lined up. Now this was the top piece more, so I want to get more in this corner here on this piece here, and more on this edge. Yeah, they say if you make it right, no need to do it twice. You know? Yeah, it's just like we're doing it. Let's just take the time to do it right so we don't have to do it again later. And it just makes it so much better in the long run. See, now that looks nice. That's a little weirdness over here hanging on. This weirdness happening over here. Am I missing a piece? Ah, hang on. Is that this? Where is that coming from? Is that edge? How come we have like that line right there? Where is that line coming from? Where's that line? Oh, it might be from this. No. But this doesn't need to be that far up now. Oh, hang on. Undo that. We should have both of these, all of these selected. Matter of fact, hang on. Let's just do this. Let's go in edge mode. Grab this, grab this, grab this, grab this. Grab this, grab this. You know what? Forget it. I was gonna just dissolve the edges, but whatever. Let's just leave it. But that's just bugging me. What is that edge? What is that coming from right there? See, what is that? Why is it like an edge or something? Is this thing backwards? Let's rotate it. Rotate 180. Nope. Exit. I don't know. Whatever. I'm over it. Alright, what about the bottom down here? This bottom one here. What can we do with that? Let's go back to front view and then kind of tweak it from there. Oh, this bar is clipping into the too. Hang on. I really got to work on that bar, the bar asset, and get that piece really looking better. That's going to be a really cool piece that always connects to whatever you use it for, especially if you're using it on the side of a building. That bar will connect it to the building. It's just a little extra detail that's really going to make it pop. I don't know if you guys can hear the garbage truck in the background. It sounds like an ice cream man. In America, that's like the ice cream sound, ice cream truck sound. And in Japan, it's the garbage truck sound, which is funny. You know what? I don't want to see this here. Thank you. I don't want to see this either. Thank you. I probably should have had some music on. I totally forgot about that. Turning music on. The reason why I forgot about it was freaking had so much drama in the beginning trying to get the damn stream to the right settings, so I kind of forgot about that. I think that's gonna work nice. That's fine. I think this row here, let's bring it down just a little bit. Only thing I don't like is this side here. Like I would have liked to continue. That was my bad. I should have took a picture of this side of it too, like instead of just the front image. I could probably find another texture to throw on there. All right, so is that it for the sides here in the front? Like, and that, I mean, this looks already, like, I don't even have any bevel on this, but it already looks nice without it, right? Because the image is doing literally all the heavy lifting. Like, the image is doing the geometry. So I can keep it low poly, which is excellent. I just don't like this material here, so I might use like another sign material that I may have taken a picture of. But let's just get it fully dressed out just to see. It might not be that bad, and we might just be doing extra work for no reason. Oh, I forgot to bevel it on the opposite side too. Can I just, once I finish it, I can just mirror it, right? And we'll just mirror the whole thing. Flip it, or mirror the whole thing. Did I take another picture of it? No, I just took that one. I just took the front side of it. This one has a little bit of the side. but it's at a weird angle. It's at a weird angle. Actually, I think I want to use that to break that up a little bit of the side here. That actually looks not too bad. Let's do that again on the top. Let's see. Yeah, let's actually do that. And then you know what we're gonna go ahead and do here on the side is I'm gonna drop in a bevel. We'll do this. Yeah. So what I want to do now is take this edge and this edge here. Actually, all of this edges here. Let's go to the side view. And unproject it from here, project from view. And it's the best way to do this. Oh, let's just do this. Dang it. Probably had it selected already, right? Let's grab this edge. If you hit control, and let's grab this and just bring this whole thing right in here like that. Scale Y. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that at all. Let me see if I got a better photo than that. Or another photo where I know I have some photos where I took side pictures of these type of signs before. Ah, yes. Like this image here. Yeah. Yeah. Let's try this one instead. I think the bottom is good. I'm gonna do the top here. What's the best way? Box project it. Just box project it. Cube projection. All right. Select all. Scale it down. Gonna throw it in here. What the heck's going on there? That's not working. Why is that not working? The heck? Ooh, whoa, 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 undo. What's going on? Why is it doing that? Because I flipped the image, I think. Because I had flipped the image. And I don't think it I think it just only flipped it save image. Let's try that. Oh, dude, I have not saved this file. Save. You know, this could be the first of the street signs. Let's go to... Alright, I think because I modified this image. Now if we save it, does that change it? No, it's still rotated. Okay, I think that worked. Rotate 90. Scale X. Scale Y. Alright, first of all, let's just grab one section here so we can... Man, this is totally wonky. Like, why is it so weird? Because I rotated the image? Image, rotate 90 degrees. That's not affecting anything over here in the viewport. Oh, I was working in render mode that whole time, and that was the whole point of converting it. So I didn't have to work in render mode. See, that's completely upside down. The image is completely right side up. So let's rotate 180 degrees. Okay. All right, now we should be able to do it right. Ah, dude. I had that selected all that time. Damn it, man. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. Yeah, I don't want to, definitely don't want to mess that up. Definitely don't want to mess that up. I just want this side stuff here. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and take this, this, this. This, 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 this. And unproject it. Just do a straight. Let's go to the side. And let's go straight. Project from view. There, now it's just one piece. Okay. Now we're back into the ballpark. So we can grab these guys here. There we go. Now we're back in the game. All right, I like that. I like that. Let's do this top piece now. Top. You project from view. This guy here, rotate 90. I just want to do more of this, so kind of something like that. All right, side view with control. You project from view. And let's do the vents again on this side here. Let's just gonna get that one corner in there, right? GY. Whoopsie. All right. I like that. I just forgot to bevel that other side. Ooh, wait. I don't like that. That's a little too wonky there. It's a little better. Same thing on this side here. All right. Save that. I like the way that turned out. Now as far as I don't want to mirror it because then if I mirror it's going to kill all the textures that we just did, right? All this texture work. It does look like I probably could use a slight bevel on this thing, right? Let's come in here. Apply scale. Can we just throw a bevel modifier on there? Let's see what happens. We don't really have any good geometry going right now. Just to break up some hard edges a little bit. What I think I'm gonna need to do is just what happened? Oh, that's just because the material preview. We're seeing that. That's the reason. Because when I go to render mode, it should be correct. Yes, it is. And why are we not seeing it in there? Let's see if we come over here. Probably because I don't have a. We go to slot number 2, Coca-Cola. Texture. There we go. Now we can see it in both. All right, this pole was the next issue that I kind of wanted to fix. So let me go back to this material, right? Or something like that. This pole. All right, we could just take this end and go GZ. No, I guess we can't. Again, because we're not selecting everything. All right, and then go GZ. and GZ. All right, now I think I'm just going to do it just to have it on that other side. It's the best way to do this, man. I think it'll be easier just to put the cuts in like I did before. It's getting a little hot in here. All right, let's finish this thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna bump this side out. The image is backwards and everything too, right? Yeah, it is. Excuse me. Man, I really feel like I should just be able to mirror this thing. Like, all right, we should just cut it in half and mirror it. Let's just try that. Put a loop cut right down the middle. Right, like that. Okay. And what side do we want? We want that side. So let's come in here like this. Come in here. Select the visible mode. Right. X delete. And nope, that deleted too much. Alright. X delete. Okay. Now let's come in here, mirror modifier. Mirror modifier Y. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was gonna mess up the. Yeah, I knew it was gonna mess up the material that we did. Like, what is that? Looks like we got some weirdness going on there. But actually, that worked. There it is. That worked. I had him. Just that backside is kind of backwards, but in reality, this side was also readable on both sides. The sign was readable on both sides. So for now, I'm gonna leave it like that, just because I will finish with the asset. Now, what I also want to do while we're building this thing is I want to make it so if I want to light it up, it can be lit up, right? Why not? Because if we're going this far, we might as well finish it out. So, okay, if we want this thing to light up, hang on, let's change this here to Coca-Cola sign. All right, and this bar, it's the bar and the bar. And the bar and this, what is this 111? Oh, that was part of that bar. That was my horrible attempt at trying to make that bar flat there. So how can we do that? Let's just take that and Control J it together. Okay, and then take this and put it in a collection. Coca-Cola. Just to keep everything nice and tidy. So when I go to bring in this asset, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to start building the asset in this. This will be the first asset that I'm going to build in this sign asset library. So how could we do that? So I guess we should just make the bar part of it, right? My thing is, hang on, with the bar, I want to make sure it's long enough. For example, if I have like a building or something that we connect it to. Oh, I forgot to make that other box section that it connects to. That box section I don't like. I'd rather build some type of rack to connect it. How do we have these connected? Ooh. All right. So in the image here, it actually shows it's just being, well, it's got this section here connected to it, and then it's got these two bars that come off of it. So like, I like that. And then it's got that big box section that connects to it. So the bar kind of needs to, like, I like the bar action. Like, I was gonna get rid of the bar action, but let's keep the bar action going. And let's just select all of this, and then I want to select, just want to select this edge here. I want to select that. There we go. Now I just want to make this long enough that it gives it some room to connect to something. Okay, and then let's just duplicate this. Alt D Z. GZ. And rotate Z. So I'll rotate on the X or the Y. Rotate on the Y, rotate on the Y. Okay. So if that was like that, right? GX, and we're going to connect it to this, let's say this wall here. It's going to go ahead and mock up this whole setup, how we want to connect it to these assets. So if it was like that, GX, I would like a little bit more farther off the wall. And you know what? We could get crazy and even go like this. Alt duplicate. Alt duplicate. Rotate on the Z. And go like that. More detail the better. And this thing here is still cutting into the mesh, which I don't like. Rotate on the Y. And then let's GZ it up just a little bit more, right about something like that, okay? Alright, and that is still not connecting into the wall. So if that was to connect into the wall, how much more farther do we need to go? GX. Yeah, that needs to go way farther. So let's grab this guy. Oh, that guy, they're actually in the wall already. Never mind. Top guys are not into the wall. Well, let's take these guys and go GY or X. so they're not exact. And then those look totally janky. Like that bar, like I could have probably, come on man, we can make this a little bit better, dude. Like I really gotta start trying to make an attempt at modeling. All right, take this and just bevel it. Some loop cuts in there. Yeah, that looks way better. Okay, come on, dude. You gotta try. You gotta try. Oh, and that did it to all of them because that was an alt duplicated piece? Yes. That is nice. That's called work smarter, not harder. That's why we alt duplicated something so simple. All right, now I gotta put a piece, this block in here. We gotta put this block in here. Ooh! Undo that. Thank God for save. I gotta put this block piece in here. And what am I doing? I want to go cursor to selected. Blah 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 blue cube. And tab in. Let's go scale Y. Scale Z. Scale X. Alright. GX. Scale Z. Kind of a little bit more bigger, huh? Yeah, that's about right. I think I like that. Save that. Now let's quickly, what kind of material should we throw on this? Well, what do we already got? We've got that other material that we've already had. Let's go to Coca-Cola sides and just throw that on there. See what we got here. And come in here, select all of that. U cube on project. And let's come over here. Let's go to that. And let's select all of that. Get those bolts in there just because we can. All right. How would it look if we added these other ones in there? I like that even better. Let's go. Free detail. Let's take it. All right. Get both sides. And on this side, I won't put that little thing on there. Just leave it like that. And these parts are going to be tucked into the wall, so we don't need to see that. Like, ah, look, you do see that a little bit, right? That's cool. I like that. Yeah, that really sets it off, dude. That's dope. Now, as far as lighting this goes, lighting it up, what's the best way we can go about lighting this thing up? Okay, so as far as the lighting version, let's get all these bars together. These bars. Hang on, bars. Control add the bar. Actually, I'm just gonna, the bars and this bar here. Let's go ahead and group them. And I'm still debating if I want to group it to the light, like just to give you the option to take the sign and just use it, so you don't have to. Just kind of like. Sign rigging. Yeah, I think I might keep it separate just so you can have the option to peel the light off. Now, as far as lighting this goes, okay, let's just start with the basics first, right? Let's just start with the basics. Let me kill the. Let's kind of make it a little bit of sunset, right? Now, the basic way to do that is just to make the emission Coca-Cola size. We don't want that. I want Coca-Cola, and then we can just add an emission node to it. All right, come down here to emission. Let's go with the black body texture emission, because I want to kind of keep it to real world specs. And then take that, pipe that into texture. Alright, and then it's way too hot. Let's go like to 1. And then let's take this to like 4500. And then let's take this to like 0.5. And that's lighting everything up. Because it's lighting the whole texture up, and I don't want it to do that. We kind of want to isolate it to. I almost want to simulate like there's like some light bulbs inside of there. So the best way I could possibly do that is maybe we should make like a mask, a black and white mask. Well, first of all, let me just see what if I add a gradient map to this. It's a kind of like a color map. Well, that's going to change it to black, right? We don't want to do that. Actually, hang on. Let's say, and I can't put that on that side because that doesn't work like that. How could I do this? How could I do? I've seen Ian Huber do this. I might have to go back and look. But he made it simulate like there was like 2 bulbs inside of there. Now I could just put 2 lights inside there, but that's going to really crank up render times, because when you have lights inside of a box and you're blocking that light, it's making noise, and that's not the most efficient way of doing this, right? And then trying to make this like a transparent material and then having the bulb, that's still really just not the best way to do this. So wonder if we were to, okay, let's actually, what would be the best way to do this? I might have to come back to this and think about this. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to this and think about this, because I want to make it the most efficient where it's not cranking up render time. So if I had a whole bunch of these assets in a scene, I don't want these lights to be cranking up my render times. All right, we do need to work on the material a little bit better, right? It's not the best. Like, we just built it, so let's get that roughness going. Let's get some grunginess going on it. What am I trying to do? Oh, I want to kill the background. I don't want to see the background. There we go. And we need some bump action going, a little bit of bump, right? Yeah, see, we have no glossiness going on right now. So let's go to GGX. GGX energy preserve. We had the roughness was all the way to 100%. All right. Let's get something. And the first thing what I want to do is grab a, I think I know what I want to grab. Like a image, so Shift D, just that some kind of grunge image that we're gonna throw into. Save this really quick. It's gonna throw in some type of grunge image into here. And where can I go for my grunge image? Let's go to my texture folder. Actually, hang on. I think I got it. I know where I got some grunge images at. Oh, those are 4K. I don't want to use those. Those are just way too big. Again, I want to keep this as efficient as possible. Hang on here. Oh, that's right. I downloaded something the other day. Downloads. I downloaded something the other day in my downloads folder. Downloads. Oh, hang on. I think I know where they're at. Hang on one sec, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. All right. All right, what was I doing? Okay, now I'm back. So, grunge material. I was looking for a grunge material, and I had my other grunge material that I downloaded a couple days ago. Files, downloads, Blender assets, new. Yep. Oh, okay. Dang it. It's not in there. Alright, so for now, I'm just going to use... What about, did I have any that I've taken pictures of recently? Recently, lots of pictures of air conditioning units that I've been taking, but no grunge maps. I got to keep an eye out for grungy walls, things like that. So let's just go back and go back to here. Google Drive. 21 megabytes. That's not that big. All right. Concrete. There it is. All right, download. All right. How long have we been going for? Jeez, I'm almost gone for 2 hours. I'm gonna finish this asset. It doesn't matter. There's no rules, right? Probably not anybody watching, but it doesn't matter. I'll still stream it. I'll still be streaming it, even if there is nobody watching. Is there anybody watching? Hang on, let me see. Oh, we got one person watching. Hello, hello. Hello out there in Streamland. Okay, let's get back to work. What is that? Oh, we can close that. Start closing some of these windows here. I have so many tabs open. Alright, so we just downloaded that. Let's go to the download folder. Downloads. Take this resources here, extract that. Extract that to here. Alright, cool. This is the image I want. Let's drag that in. Nice little concrete image there. We can take this one and delete it now. Alright. So for roughness, we're going to start grunging this thing up here. Now let's go ahead and drag this into the roughness. Specular, I'll bring that back up to like 80. Doesn't need to be fully all glossed out, right? Set this to 1. Come here, let's add in a gradient map, aka color ramp. Boom, pop that into there. We want a little bit of shininess. Let's also make this a little bit bigger. And also let's go ahead and put a projection on this. It's actually going to be pretty nice. That line, let's put that line like right here. There we go. And then let's also save this. Let's make it a little bit dusty. I still haven't put that in there. I gotta put that in there. Okay, let's add that Let's go to a pen file. Back up. Dust node. Dust node Skool node. Dust. Here, dust. Let's give it a little bit of dust. First material, then the material output there. This should be more of a sooty, soot-like color. All right. It's pretty heavy on the top there, dust amount. For a minute here, you know what? Let's pop out of this just for right now so I can see the dust. Give me a super bright color there. Let's crank it on full and let's dive inside and just make some adjustments here. I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing any changes. What's going on here? This thing even hooked. It should be working, right? I might need to go back and work on this thing here. Yeah, it's working. Just don't see none of my adjustments working. Yeah, mount and mount, right, that's connected into there. This amount's connected into here. That's connected, right? Render's on. Projection XYV. Huh. This doesn't seem to be working properly. I'll probably have to come back and work on this later because, like, I don't know what's up with that, dude. Pull the saturation out of that. Oh, there it goes. I think there's something wrong with the math that I'm doing there. Multiply, screen, multiply. Yeah, I think there might be something going on with my math here. So that's working fine. And then if I bring this one in, actually, it's working fine. I just think the settings are just kind of weak. Let's have that like very, very subtle. So if I look at it dead on, it should be strong. Alright? Yeah, that's supposed to be like at a glancing blow. Okay, that one's fine. And then the next one is ambient occlusion. Ambient occlusion looks a little bit wonky. Alright, ambient occlusion looks way wonky. Should this be the opposite way? Oh yeah, this should, I think because in the Z dep one, this should be just on the top. Alright, yeah. That one's working well. Alright. So I think they're working, it's just they were all kind of like just way out of whack. So now I'll have to play with that another day. Let's finish this thing up. So and something like that. Let's copy this one here. Copy. Put that one on here. Paste. Tone that one down just a little bit. Okay. As far as bump goes, how does the bump should we do? Bump. Let's just take another gradient map. Plug that into the bump. And let's take the main image here. Also pipe that into here. All right. Now what I want to do lastly is add just a little bit of fine detail. Like I want to make a cable coming from the bottom and connecting into this like it's going to be like a power cable. Right? So, what's the easiest way to do this? Easiest way to do this would be actually, I think I'm gonna stop because I'm getting super hungry. I'm starting to get a headache. We've got a lot right there. We've got a lot right there. So, excuse me. I think that's cool. It's gonna be better once I get a light on it. I definitely want to get a light on there. And one other thing, this edge is still looking crispy, so I'm just gonna fake it with some edge round bevel node. Bring this here. Crank up the radius a little bit. It's making a little bit of a difference. I do want to have a cable just like hanging from here, right? Like a little bit like of a cable, like connecting this thing here, dude. Like I really want to do the cable. I can use CableNator really fast and get something going here. Let's save it. Like I just really want to add some detail to this thing, so when I go to use it, it's all ready to go. All right. So where is it? Oh, there it is. Now the easiest way for me to add a cable here, I can use CableNator. Come in here. We'll go to CableNator. Draw. I'm just gonna go create, so I can collect. What was it? Click on one point. I totally forgot how to use this thing. Hang on. No point set. I forgot how to set a point. Let's just draw a cable then. Draw a cable. Like, let's just go from here to here. And then let's go S. Okay, that's all whack. Kill that. There's a way easier way to draw a cable than that. Come on. How the heck did I get this thing to work, dude? I used it.
Google 広告こんなにも違うものなのかと Google 広告を知ってよかったなという思います。Google 広告を始めるには
Yep, I guess we'll be doing cables later. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm hungry. I can't think straight anymore. That's cool. Alrighty, guys. I'm actually gonna probably make this available to download. I'll package it up and keep an eye out on the Instagram or here on the YouTube post. Once I have it packaged up, I'll put it in a file so you guys can download it. But I want to add some more details to it before I give you guys it. Like, I want to give you guys something cool. So this is going to be the start of my signed asset pack, which I'm just going to give away for free. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.